Hey everyone, welcome back to Nutrition Made Simple, a series that we created that takes a look at ideas surrounding natural health topics, and then we break them down into easy to understand and actionable steps. My name is Brian Strickland. I'm joined again today by Cady Coleman. She's co-owner of Nutrition World. And for the month of August, we're taking a look at some children-specific supplements and remedies, and today is no exception. We've got 6 different items that address 6 different health issues with your kids. These are all natural solutions that we're excited to share with you. So we're not going to waste any time because we have a lot to talk about. Starting off first, way down there on the end, we have something for earaches. And tell us a little bit about what makes this so special.
Definitely. So if you have kiddos, especially in those maybe, newborn to 3-year-old age years, their little ear canals are growing and they're actually not at full size. And so sometimes that can cause fluids to get trapped, especially when a cold or an allergy type situation occurs, then it could turn into a potential infection. So what I want to say is if you start this early enough at the first sign of an ache coming on, you follow the instructions on it. It's a very safe herbal-based product. It tells you how many to do based upon the child's age and size. And you do this twice a day. This is going to be a very key remedy in helping that earache go away. My second piece of advice for those earaches would be get to a chiropractor, and routine chiropractic care has shown lessening of ear infections, decreasing it by 30% actually.
Wow,
so that's awesome. Really cool. Yeah.
I had no idea about that. Okay, second up, we all know that kids are accident prone and they're going to fall and they're going to get scrapes and bruises and all sorts of little injuries. And that's what this next product is for specifically. So tell us a little bit about this wound dressing.
So this is colloidal silver, very safe. Low ppm, which means potent but not too potent, so it's going to be safe to be used on children. It's not going to no smell, no taste, no residue that's going to be left, but it is a gel, and it will effectively kill, and it says this on our label, which allows us to safely say it to you guys, effectively kills bacteria, fungus, and yeast, and this is results of an independent laboratory test. So what I would say to use that on is something that looks like a rash that's popped up on your child, maybe a little bit of a yeast fungus look. If, I actually used it on my little one when he had a ringworm that was starting. He'd been crawling out in the grass when he was about 9-10 months old. Used it on him for that. Now, clearly, I'm not a physician, and I want to say that about all these products. I'm not a doctor, not a physician, but these are safe products that have been used over decades with lots of anecdotal research done and a lot of anecdotal reviews. So people saying that they do work. So they are proven, but if something looks more serious, of course, I'm going to urge you to go to the doctor for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Next up is a cough syrup. This one's particularly a little interesting because there aren't too many natural cough suppressants out there, but this actually has the ingredient that acts as a natural cough suppressant, which is very unique in most of the products we carry. So tell us a little bit about
definitely. This is Beekeepers' line of their kids' cough syrup, and it has a type of honey in it called buckwheat honey, which, as he said, in studies actually rivaled a medication that works for cough suppressant. And so I don't want to use a brand name here, but you've probably given it to your child at some point if they've had a hacking cough at nighttime. This has been shown to do the same thing. Plus it has elderberries and it has grapeseed extract in it, which is really, really good for those sore throats.
Yeah, a little vitamin C, vitamin D. Yeah, it's a great product.
Yeah, it tastes really good too.
Next on our list here is our first homeopathic remedy. This is children's Sabadil. This one is for allergies, correct?
It is, yeah, exactly. So seasonal allergies that may come when things are blooming, when plants are blooming, pet dander, anything that the child's environment could have changed or the child could have come in contact with, and they have those itchy eyes, the runny nose, the scratchy throat, something like that. Homeopathic little pellets, if you haven't used them before, they're these tiny little, almost sugar-tasting little tablets. So your child won't have any trouble taking them. They will quickly dissolve in the mouth, and they will tell you the instructions on here how to use it, but you take them until symptoms improve, and that's the unique thing with homeopathy. Homeopathy is used in Germany as its first line of medicine, especially for children before they'll go to the next level of medication. They actually use homeopathy. Very, very safe. As it says on here, no interactions, no known interactions, and non-drowsy, but works for itchy, watery eyes, sneezing, runny nose, and itchy throat.
Awesome. That's really cool. Next up is Arnica, which is probably a little better known within the homeopathic world and beyond. What is about Arnica that is so unique and special?
Oh, I love Arnica. So it's a flower that grows. It's a beautiful little flower, but it's wonderful for localized pain relief. So what I mean by that is something you could point to on your body and say, oh, I fell and I have this horrible aching bruise. Oh, I have this injury. Someone, I tweaked something on my wrist and my hand. Oh, I have this pain on my side. So something localized. There's a little, those little pellets I spoke about that were used in Sabadil. These are pellets for Arnica. You'll follow it just the same way, those quick dissolving pellets. And then there's a gel in here. So you can actually get it two ways. You can get it rubbed on and then you can get it internally. Yeah. So it's going to be kind of nature's flower form of pain relief for those acute little symptoms.
And does this help with bruising or is it specifically just pain relief?
It very much helps with bruising. Okay. I will say really quick, in high school, a tennis ball hit me at about 80, 85 miles an hour. And I know that because someone was serving a really hard serve and it hit me on my nose. And I had 2 black eyes actually and a really swollen nose. And it was a really big day the next day for us at school. I was supposed to wear this beautiful dress and go on the lawn and do this thing we called May Day there. And I used that the night before, and my swollen nose was about half the size by the next morning, and the black eyes were almost gone.
Wow.
Truly.
That's awesome.
So now not perfectly gone, but very much on its way.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's testimony in half, I think. And last, we have our last homeopathic remedy, and this is for sleep. This is Sleep Calm Kids. Tell us about this sleep aid.
Yeah, so this is a homeopathic sleeping remedy. It's going to help kids kind of relax and be able to fall asleep. I know with one of my little ones, he oftentimes struggles to kind of wind that mind down and go on to sleep. We were kind of chatting about that before. These are little liquid vials that you kind of just tear off the top part. It's a tasteless liquid. It's all homeopathic, like we mentioned. You're going to take that about 25-30 minutes before bed. Non-habit forming, non-addictive, not going to be like Benadryl, not going to knock you out, but just create a calmness and a calming effect to kind of help them relax into sleep. We use it situationally. It is melatonin free, which is good to note, I think, as well. But like I said, situationally, so if we know we haven't maybe been as active that day, or we see that he's by bedtime, the time is coming and he needs to go to sleep, but he's still wound, that might be a night we would give that. If we're traveling and situation's a little different, we may give that.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, folks, there you go. Here are 6 natural remedies that are safe for your kids, use specific. All of them are great options as you need them. So we hope that this was helpful. Of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and let us know. Like and subscribe for more content just like this, and we'll see you next time on Nutrition Made Simple. Take care.